I'm Stephanie. Welcome to Fiction Files. This is the playlist where I talk about all things writing, and today I'm sharing advice for NaNoWriMo, or National Novel Writing Month. It's the month when writers stop texting back or making appearances at social functions as they devote their time to working on their novels and writing 50,000 words in 30 days. At about 1,667 words per day, NaNoWriMo is no joke to writers. If you're thinking of joining the fun and committing to writing 50,000 words in the month of November, here are my top 11 tips for doing so. Number 1, prepare your story. Take time before November 1st to work on your outline or create a scene list. You don't have to have a full treatment or know exactly where it's going, but have an idea of where you want the story to go and your character's motivations. I love the outline that the Save the Cat method uses, where each story is comprised of 15 beats. This method has helped me pace my NaNoWriMo projects better and make sure I'm hitting the right story elements today's readers expect. Of course, there are other outlining methods you can research to find the one that feels right to you. You could also attempt NaNoWriMo as a pantser, but having done NaNoWriMo as a pantser myself and feeling anxious when I was running out of steam or unsure of where the story should go next, I recommend at least having a rough outline to follow. You can always deviate as the story necessitates. Number 2, add it to your calendar. Like eating right and exercising, writing takes discipline. It requires your time and full attention. So give it the time it deserves by adding it to your calendar or daily schedule. Maybe you can get up an extra 45 minutes early in the morning and get some writing time done before work, or during your lunch break, or as soon as you get home from work. Find what works best for you and fit it into your schedule. I'm a night owl, so I prefer to let my ideas percolate during the day and then around 8 p.m. start hammering away at my keyboard. But you must set aside some time to get your writing done. It may shift around during the month and based around other commitments, but stick to it each day. If you know daily writing isn't possible, then block out time a few nights a week that is solely dedicated to catching up on your word count. Number 3, use your time wisely. Like I said already, you have to make time for it, but that doesn't mean you can't work on your novel during other times of the day. I like to take a walk over my lunch break, and I'll use a voice recorder to talk through any plot problems I'm having, or just let my mind wander and talk through different subplots, foreshadowing opportunities, or plot twists that I can work into my story. That way, when it's time to sit down and crank out some work, I'm not overcome with new ideas and wasting my precious typing time with more outlining. Number 4, just write. Remember, it's a first draft. This will not be your final product, so focus on getting it written instead of making it perfect. There are times in my writing where I will literally put placeholder and a quick description of what I think the scene should be if I'm not feeling up to writing that scene, and then work on the bit I want to get to. You do not have to go in order during your writing, but you do have to get something down on paper. You will have time to edit later, but for now, just write whatever comes to you. Number 5, don't edit yet. Do not look back. I've had the problem of getting stuck in my first few chapters because I'm constantly rereading and editing them instead of moving on and getting to more meatier and action-packed chapters. Go back and add notes or keep a running list of ideas, but keep moving forward in your novel and save editing for December. Number 6, create a writing environment. Maybe you can use your in-home office or den, or maybe you have a favorite chair or want to write from bed. But wherever you choose, make it a fun writing environment so you can focus at the task on hand when you're there. I like to write from one of our overstuffed armchairs with a glass of wine in reach, but my phone out of reach. Which, speaking of, number 7, cut out distractions. Need music to write? Grab an iPod or something that won't grant you access to the World Wide Web. The point here is that you need to eliminate distractions like the rest of the internet, the TV, or even being near the kitchen. Stock up on snacks, water, coffee, tea, or whatever your writing juice of choice is, and just start writing. If you use Scrivener to write, use their full screen mode so you're not tempted to check Facebook or your email. Social media and other notifications will still be there when you've met your word count goal for the day. You can also ask friends or family members to not interrupt during your writing time unless it's an emergency. Number 8, set a timer. One easy way to stay focused is to set time limits to your writing. Set a timer for 30 minutes, and those 30 minutes are spent solely on getting words on the page. Number 9, take breaks. After your 30-minute writing session, go for a walk, work out, refill a snack, talk to your family, dance around the room. Do whatever you need to do to give yourself a mental break from writing and your story. We're all human. We're not ChatGPT. We need to take breaks between tasks. At its core, NaNoWriMo is simply meant to jumpstart a consistent writing habit. It's a challenge. It's going to teach you dedication and commitment. But it's also supposed to be fun. Make sure to take breaks so you don't burn out by November 10th. Number 10, give yourself a buffer. The goal is 50,000 words in a month, so just under 1,700 words per day. But we all know life will get in the way. Leave yourself a buffer for an after-work happy hour or date night, and just plan to make up those words another night. When it's not NaNoWriMo, my writing time is Wednesday evenings and Sunday afternoons. So during NaNoWriMo, I might schedule a higher word count on those days already set aside for writing and leave myself a Friday night free or have a smaller word count goal. Number 11, stay motivated. Do not beat yourself up if you miss a day or two, but don't let it turn into a habit. Find ways to stay motivated by joining the NaNoWriMo forums or in-person write-a-thons, or joining Twitter chats around #MWriting and #NaNoWriMo to find words of encouragement or help when you're struggling. You are definitely not alone in this, and most writers I connect with online are more than happy to help out and guide other writers in the right direction or help brainstorm new ideas. Have you done NaNoWriMo in the past? What was your best word count? I was successful last year with my NaNoWriMo 2022 novel, clocking in at 50,166 words. Let me know your word count, or if you're participating this year, by leaving a comment below. Thanks for watching Fiction Files.